Private member's business, notice number 2, the member for Leichhardt to move motion relating to tuberculosis.
The member for Leichhardt.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam Deputy Speaker. I move that the motion relating to tuberculosis in the terms in which it appears on the notice paper.
The member for Leichhardt.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. Tuberculosis is a disease that most people thought was a thing of the past or isolated to small pockets in some of our more impoverished countries. I, for one, had assumed the disease was no longer an issue, but nothing could be further from the truth. It's a tragic fact. Although tuberculosis is a preventable and curable disease, 10 million people on this planet develop it every year, of whom about 1.6 million that we know of actually die. TB is today's world's leading infectious disease, having suppressed HIV and taking more lives than HIV, malaria and Ebola combined. The first step in achieving global health security is to end epidemics of infectious diseases like TB, AIDS and malaria, and we need to stop diseases from killing people now. Australia needs to continue to stand up and be counted and lead the charge in the fight against TB. In 2012, the Global Fund to fight TB, AIDS and malaria was established. Since its inception, the Global Fund has saved an estimated 27 million lives and has been able to cut deaths from HIV, TB and malaria by 1/3. In 2017 alone, it treated 3.6 million people for TB, 2 million people with HIV were put on anti-survival therapy and distributed 46.7 million mosquito. This is insecticide-impregnated mosquito nets throughout our region. Madam Deputy Speaker, next month the Global Fund is convening an international replenishment pledging conference in Lyon. France is in France to raise funds for the next 3 years so it can continue its critical work. The target is to reach at least $14 billion. The Global Fund provides more than 65% of international funding for TB and is responsible for nearly 50% of TB funding in the Asia-Pacific region. In 2016, Australia pledged $220 million to the Global Fund for the years 2017 to 2019. This time around, we as a nation are being asked to contribute $300 million to the fund. The UK has already pledged £1.2 billion, which equals about $12.50 Australian per year. Canada has pledged $390.4 million Canadian dollars, or roughly 9.1 Australian dollars per person per year. The $300 million the Australian government is being asked to contribute represents just $3.85 per Australian per year, roughly the price of a cup of coffee or less. In fact, for every dollar invested in the Global Fund, around $22 is spent in the Indo-Pacific region, a pretty good return, I would suspect, on investment, if you ask me. Furthermore, it aligns with the Australian Government's foreign policy objectives in the Indo-Pacific Health Security Initiative. This investment by Australia has the capacity to save 16 million lives. It is our responsibility as good global citizens to do the right thing. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, let me tell you, TB has no respect for national borders. Stark reality is that the modern travel TB can be transmitted anywhere in the world in less than 24 hours. In our region, the challenges of drug-resistant malaria in the greater Mekong Delta and the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis in Asia continue to present significant health security risks to Australia and our neighbours. Take Papua New Guinea, for example. The distance between our outer Torres Strait Islands and the coastal villages of the western province of Papua New Guinea, which is the boundary of our northern part of my electorate, is less than 4 kilometres. Papua New Guinea has the highest number of TB cases in the Pacific region and the 30th highest globally. Unfortunately, multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis burden has remained constant over the past 3 years. In saying that, the Global Fund supports PNG's entire national response. I shudder to think what the fatalities would be in PNG and that impact on Australia without the assistance of the Global Fund. Madam Deputy Speaker, next month's Global Fund meeting in Lyon in France is critical, and I look forward to seeing Australia being represented. Once again, it will provide us with an opportunity to show the world that we are actually leaders in this campaign and not just followers. And I'd also like to call out and commend the James Cook University for the outstanding work that they are doing, working in this field, working towards the one thing that will make the difference, and that is a vaccine. Because there's never ever been a vaccine, never been an infectious disease that has ever been cured with a vaccine. So good on JCU for the work that they do.